Hello again. It's Wednesday, January 10th, 2018. This is JournalTV, and I'm Jerry Clark. It's time for the news. In the Department of Bad News comes a recommendation from an engineer who advises the city of Covington on its wastewater treatment issues. It seems that a 2 million gallon stormwater storage tank will be needed to prevent overflows into the Jackson River, said Stephen Steele, a CHA. Listen.
So you can see there, if we want to stay in the comfort zone, then 1.7 to 2, that second line, is the volume we need at the wastewater treatment plant. We can keep producing that volume all the way down to only a 1.3 million gallon tank, but then every time we have a 2-year storm, they better be on their tiptoes, ready to rock and roll as soon as that event starts to make sure they can get 8.5 through that plant.
Covington Mayor Tom Seibold and other members of City Council seem to agree with their engineer on stormwater issues, but not so much about how the news of it all came about. Watch.
It's 2 surprises in 2 weeks. Big bucks. So, did any of y'all know anything about this before you heard it tonight?
No.
Did any of you know anything about the pay raises before you heard it last week?
No.
It's just, it's too much. I don't want no more surprises. I'm not sure where I'm at with this, but it's up to the rest of council. We're spending too much money too fast. The surprise bothers me as much as anything, of finding out this stuff sitting in front of Jerry with his camera here. And that's just public information. No problem with that. But I sure would like to have a little bit of heads up about what's going on around here instead of finding out in a meeting and then get to see the replay on the Alleghany Journal, as well as the rest of the city employees get to see it, and I will turn out to be the bad guy because I complained that we couldn't afford to give somebody a raise.
And Covington City Treasurer Teresa Harrison reported Tuesday night that there were about $1.5 million in delinquent taxes. Listen.
I want our delinquents in real estate as it sits now. Of course, that's with the 2018 real estate, and that's only the first 6 months of that, is $1,317,095.58. Now that goes, that goes all the way back to 2000 and was that, Tracy, 4? And then we have personal property taxes in the amount of $262,973.38, and that's what we still have to collect in that.
And we'll be right back. Alleghany County Parks and Recreation Director Chad Williams and 2 other county officials were on hand Tuesday night at the Regional Library for a public information session on the Intervale Tourism Project. Listen. The Advancement Foundation's Annette Patterson came to the Journal studios earlier today to talk about the Gauntlet program, an innovative approach to encouraging regional small business. That interview will air later, but those curious in advance may log on to theadvancementfoundation.org and click on the Gauntlet tab for more information. His management update for the JRTC Joint Board of Control was brief but informative. Director Glenn Spangler told his board that the JRTC now has 331 students, 280 from Alleghany County and 51 from Covington. Listen.
Just looking at the computer of who's signed up at this moment, we have 331 students in the post-grad that are currently signed up for our second semester, 280 Alleghany students and 51 Covington students.
And now a word from our sponsor. let's take a look at some upcoming events. And now for local obituaries. Warren Lipes, 64, of Covington, died last Saturday. His funeral is set Friday at the Loving Funeral Home. Jimmy Walker, 75, of Eagle Rock, died last Saturday. A celebration of life service will be held on Saturday, February 3rd at the Nicely Funeral Home. Luther Saunders, 86, of Lexington, died last Friday. His funeral is scheduled Thursday at the Manly Memorial Baptist Church. Mildred Edwards, 78, of Rafine, died last Saturday. Her funeral was held earlier today at the Harrison Funeral Home. Barbara Wilson, 58, a Clifton Forge native, died last Friday. A memorial service will be held on Saturday at the St. Charles Borromeo Catholic Church. Edward Thurston Jr., 80, of Lowmore, died on Monday. His funeral will be Saturday at the Nicely Funeral Home. Mary Nicely, 80, of Clifton Forge, died on Tuesday. Her funeral will be held Friday at the First Assembly of God Church. Angela Coffey, of Natural Bridge Station, died last Sunday. A memorial service was held earlier today at the Bowling, Gross and Lots Funeral Chapel. Hugh Hardbarger, 81, of Lexington, died last Wednesday. No services were held. Pauline Thomas, 91, of Rockbridge County, died last Saturday. A memorial service will be held at the Trinity United Methodist Church on Saturday. Catherine Chambers, 88, of Clifton Forge, died on Tuesday. A graveside funeral service will be held Friday at the Alleghany Memorial Park. And John Miles, 92, of Roanoke, died on Tuesday. His funeral will be held Saturday at the Nicely Funeral Home. Let's check out the local weather forecast. On Thursday, it should be mostly cloudy with rain likely, high of 47 and a low of 44. On Friday, cloudy with showers likely, high of 54 and a low of 41. And on Saturday, partly cloudy with a chance of snow showers, high of 43 and a low about 20 degrees. And remember, there's good news. There's only 68 more days until springtime in Virginia. And that's the way it is on Wednesday, January 10th, 2018. More stories, photos, videos, and interviews are available 24/7, 365 on AlleganyJournal.com, YouTube, and on our soaring Facebook page. Thanks very much for watching Journal TV.